in North Africa. He was to take that army, which was demoralised and physically unfit, and to turn it into one of the best fighting forces of the war. The 8th Army was trained hard, it played hard, and it fought damned hard as well. And Churchill backed him every single step of the way, frequently visiting the fields in North Africa to see the progress of his troops, who were absolutely amazed to see Mr. Churchill wandering along at a brisk pace wearing slippers with R and L on the feet. I've seen the photographs, I know it to be true.
My dad was into Monty, he fought at the Alamo in North Africa, very famous stuff.
And of course General Montgomery was to go on to even greater fame, because on the 8th of May 1945, on Lüneburg Heath, General Montgomery took the final surrender of the Wehrmacht, the German army. Thus ended World War II in Europe. But of course, we didn't just fight in Europe at this time, we were also fighting in the Pacific. The end of 1941, December, the attack on Pearl Harbor brought America into the war, but shortly after that, by December of that year, we also found ourselves at war with Japan in the worst possible way by losing 2 of our biggest battleships and 3 cruisers when they were struck by Japanese torpedo planes. And after that, the Japanese kicked us out of one of our colonies after another. And we had our backs to the wall. Even India was threatened, part of it invaded. But Churchill turned the whole thing round and ensured that victory in that field was just as complete and comprehensive as victory was to be in Europe. Now, of course, we will have some speeches by both these fine gentlemen. One's a politician and loves the sound of his own voice. The other, well, you have to push him onto a microphone sometimes, but he learned to embrace the press. He was the first of the British General Staff ever to do so, and he used the press to his advantage to get what he wanted. He knew that if you had good press at home, you'd have good press abroad, and he wanted to impress the Americans. At this time, of course, America was still neutral in the early part of 1941, so they wanted them over here with us. And they used the press to impress the Americans and to ensure our Russian allies, who were suffering horrendous casualties in their war, known as the Great Patriotic War by the Russians, fighting against the Nazis. Ladies and gentlemen, can you please clear a path so we may move the Jeep out of the way? Oh, in that case, you don't have to move at all. We're moving it the other way. That's the army for you. See the nervous looks on the Home Guard's faces as he keeps on reversing. But you also notice, ladies and gentlemen, they did not move. As well-trained troops for you. Now, of course, ladies and gentlemen, once we have heard the speeches by these 2 venerable gentlemen, I do hope that you will stay with us for the rest of the day. We have a huge amount of events going on all the way across here. We have the American camp and British camp over there. We have the Home Guard situated here and many other things. And also right the way over the other side by the farm, by the Great Barn, we have a lot of events going on there, including some excellent singing by some top-hole lasses, really quite beautiful as well, and they can sing. And also we have one of the greatest stories ever told, Mr. Adolf Hitler versus Mr. Punch and his crocodile. That's Adolf Hitler's crocodile, not Mr. Punch's crocodile. So don't forget to go over there and see the heavy crowd as well later on today.
Yeah.
It's for you, madam. Quick, answer it. Come with the Prime Minister.
Well, that way I think we do that.
I'm at the wall!
Can I please have silence? Or as silent as one can be. For the Prime Minister of Britain, Mr. Winston Spencer Churchill.
This island of ours is in the greatest conflict in its history. War which is turning the world again into a state of unrest. Everyone is making a great effort. Our stately homes have been occupied by our armed forces across the country, even here at Wimpole.